Best experience I've ever had with the marketing company. Hey guys, it's Cal and I am the owner of the Roofline Experts, and we have been with Christian now for around 2 to 2.5 years, give or take. When we first went with Christian 2.5 years ago was probably the best decision I have ever made for my business. Christian kind of took us under the wing, showed us the ropes. It's not all just about leads and what leads can get. It's also about the customer services. He also shows you how to speak to customers, how to really be a salesperson without being too forceful over the phone. All of these things are also included. I mean, like I say, when we first started with Christian, £5 grand a month to 30 within 4 weeks is a big achievement. And I always remember Christian saying to me when we was going through like the first video calls, like, where do you see yourself in like a year? And I was like, I really want to be turning over like 60 grand a month. Well, 7 months down the line from starting with Christian, we was doing 60 grand a month. And I always will remember that. Going on to like leads and things like that, and like the leads that he produces for us. We don't really get any messes, and if we do, he filters them out. We literally hardly get any price shoppers. We kind of know when we are answering the phone to a customer or we're calling a customer. Something normally comes out the end of it. Maybe not now, but in the future, something normally does come at the end of it. So lead wise, never been with a better company for good quality leads. Lead flow also is very consistent. It's not like one day we don't get any leads and the next day we get 15. Every day is like near enough the same amount, sometimes less, sometimes more, but the lead flow is very consistent. And I always feel like when working with Christian, like you can always kind of lean on him a little bit for any advice, any general day-to-day business advice as well. If a customer's being a little bit tricky, he always puts his step forward and obviously gives you his best opinion or best advice. If I was now 2.5 years ago in your position, knowing what I know and done what I've done with the business within such a short span of time, my own advice is trust him. Just do it. There's nothing else that you can really say. You just got to trust him. You just got to grin it and bear it and just do it. And I can promise you he will not disappoint you. If you've got any general questions or anything like that, Christian is always on the end of the phone. He's never going to leave you hanging dry. He's never going to leave you not knowing or anything like that. He will genuinely be at the end of the phone. But yeah, like I say, best experience I've ever had with the marketing company out the high 5 years of my career owning the Roofline Experts. Christian has been by far the best person to ever do anything for us in terms of business wise. So yeah, if I was on your end, knowing what I know, I would just go for it. Long as you stick to what he says, and things like that. Sometimes come back to basics and etc. Everything works out, and I promise you it will be the best thing that you would do for your business.